With the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Mahoning County Commissioners meeting. For two. It's Thursday, January 16th at 10:00 a.m. And the meeting is officially called to order. We will begin with public comments. We will have 3 minutes. Name and address for the record.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is David Beatrice, 1491 Barbie Drive. It's like a fortress for all my haters out there. I'm here again to beseech this board to find us a home. Under the revised code 3501.06 states that the Board of Elections shall be provided suitable rooms and offices and records and necessary and proper furniture and supplies for those rooms. Commissioners, you are one election, one disaster away from our machines being crushed under. And I just want to state publicly, if that happens, it is on the three of you. It is not on the Board of Elections. Because we've been saying for a while now, we need new homes. We literally have our voting machines on pallets covered by plastic sheets on a building that is not suitable for us anymore. And I want you to think of the difference between 2011, when we moved there, and 2025, and how much elections have changed. And as we process elections and the change of the elections, so must our suitability to run those change. I heard a rumor that the building you bought is now being sold. I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but I'm telling you, it is of dire need that we get new Board of Election space. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next.
That's a rumor.
Next. Commissioners, if you want.
Well, I think I agree with you, David. I do agree with that. I've looked at the building for 32 years in horrible conditions on Market Street. And I do understand what you're involved with there. I've seen it, and I think Gino's been there through the building, and he's seen it too. And Anthony had down, I don't know if you've seen that portion of it. But I also know the cost of one of those things, if something like that. But we're not saying we're not gonna look at things to move the Board of Elections, because that's not an issue that we have discussed. We are looking at different options for the Patriot Building. We only looked at actually 3 places, but there are others. You know, you're one of them, and there are gonna be others. We have not as a group sat down to actually look at the total plan, and I think the board is trying to get that together for us. We're doing a study now, and I think when we get that, we definitely probably be involved in one of those discussions. As I know it right now, we are not selling the Patriot Building, but Anthony Trevina is here, and he's the director of the port. And has there been any discussion about the commissioner selling the Patriot Building?
Not us, haven't heard that yet, so, but
So wherever you're getting that, and whoever's saying it is rumor mill. And if you ever hear anything like that that references us, please call one of us.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Well, I appreciate that. And you know what? I know you have a board, and I know they're, 2 Bs, 2 Rs, and I know they have the same feeling as you do. But when it comes to things like rumor mill, please let us know.
Now, my fear is a day or two before election, a pipe breaks and and our equipment is wiped out. And I don't know how we would conduct the election then. We'd be in a real jam. We'd have to collect paper ballots and the security around them would be terrible.
The way security is with election nowadays across the country. That would be a 24/7 operation. It really language would not be, I mean, I know how that is in Secretary of State, so it would be a pretty slight. Right.
Full transparency, I've been talking about a building for over 3 years. I want to move forward, move on to the other. If we got the building, of course, I wasn't here. I wasn't any part of any decision, I think. The plan, we need someone written down that accommodates. But I also know that building is costing us a lot of money every year, every day. And the conditions aren't the best. However, I don't want to, I mean, I've been in this seat maybe 6 days, 8 days. I asked 5 weeks ago, please give me time to see moving forward before we did anything. And we bought the building. I mean, we own the building, that's fine. But I would like to see a plan for the entirety of the complex. And I don't know who's scared to hear it, but if we have to tear it down and build some kind of center there, jobs and family services, it's important that stays there. That's where the customers are serviced, seems to be. But I don't want to spend $10 million remodeling the Patriot building, and then somewhere down the line, 3 years down the line, we'll have another plan where it will work better. You know what I mean? I want to see, and I want the time, and I think we have the time. I mean, at least before the next election, I think we can keep it secure. To have a plan for the whole campus. And I think that's the way to go, because I would hate to put the money into that building right now and set it up. And then we find out there's a better plan. Now we gotta take people out of there and we can move them here because now we did this. I mean, I mean, you know, anybody else, I hate how slow government moves. But you have to, when you're talking about this size of a project, and I think we can find a solution. Not tomorrow, not this week. But we're not deciding tomorrow or next week where we're gonna put the Board of Elections or whoever else into that building. There's simply, I want a voice. And I haven't been able to get up to speed completely.
Cool. And Alan, not to put you on the spot, I had a conversation with Alan because of the concerns raised by the Board of Elections. I asked Alan to give me an overview of exactly what's going on, where the machines are being stored now and where they have been. And could you just basically tell us, is there water leaking in on them? Are these machines always shrink wrapped? They have adequate space? I'd just like you to tell the group.
Yeah, sure. So I've been looking into it, and you know, from what I'm aware, there's no damage being done to the machines as of yet. The space size that you have, you know, that's broken up. I would agree with that. It's not one location. So that's a decision between you and the board here for, you know, what, if that suits your needs. But I did tell the commissioner that I will do a study on the potential. So in other words, looking specifically what the hazards on the floors above those voting machines are, so that we can know exactly what potential there is. And if we can mitigate that right now, we will. And then that way you and your board will know what exactly the potential for a water break above those machines are. And that's what I had promised Anthony.
Anyone else?
No? Okay.
And
So,
we answered.
Public comment, sorry, Keith.
Oh, no, I said it.
Yeah, yeah, just wanted to go a little further, building it, out there in Austintown, being well taken care of, well maintained. We're keeping things cleaned up, open obviously for visits for any agencies or the commissioners. If you want to see it, we'll make sure there's always a clear path. Just let us know. So we'll take care of that. I want to thank commissioners for attending what we're really excited about is the Veterans Center. It's coming along well. We were able to get the roof stabilized. We're putting the new roof on, new HVAC units and getting all that done. We'll start the process of demolishing the interior, preparing that for building. It was exciting to have the Ohio Veterans leader come all the way up from Columbus and visit our facility.
She's a great lady.
I mean, it's exciting that
Very impressed.
they're so engaged with the Mahoning Valley, and to have a veterans campus of care like what you've done for mental health out at campus of care is absolutely, once again, ahead of its time for the state of Ohio. So that's really exciting. I want to share with you that the Port Authority met yesterday for its reorganization and share with you the board did choose to keep the same slate of officers. Marty Loney maintains the chairmanship, Mr. Cavalli is the vice chairman, and Mr. Edwards is the secretary treasurer. So with that, they wanted me to pass on our thanks to you. Again, we work at the pleasure of the commissioners. So with the buildings, again, I'll reiterate, there's no discussion of sale. There's no discussion of a final who's going in when or where, or a plan or anything perceived like that. It's just been educating the commissioners on anything they ask us to do regarding any of the facilities that we're a part of. So thanks for your continued support.
Thanks. Thank you, Anthony. All right. Carol, we need a motion for the approvals.
Motion for the approval of the reorganization meeting Monday, January 13th, 2025. Approval of previous minutes of board meeting number 1, Monday, January 13th, 2025, and approval of bills.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes, journal entry number 1.
Approval of journal. Right. Sorry.
So moved, Jim. Second. Yes. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes, travels, A through H, and we'll begin with the auditors. Data.
Morning, Commissioners. How are you this morning? We are seeking approval for our application support analyst, Gwen Lewinsky, to attend the Tyler Connect Conference in San Antonio, Texas. It'll be between May 11th through the 14th, 2025, estimated at $2,600, and that's general fund.
Thank you very much. Letter B, OMB, Jen.
Good morning. We are seeking approval for 3 employees of our office to attend the same conference, the Tyler Connect in San Antonio on the 11th and 14th, estimated at $9,000.
And comment, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is our blanket travel for the year 2025 for the judges and employees to attend a variety of seminars and conferences by their associations. It is non-general and CLEs are.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Domestic relations.
I'm standing in, I guess, for domestic relations today. Same thing as our travel. These are travels for the various employees throughout the state of Ohio for their associations, judge and employees. It is general and non-general funds are being used.
Okay. That covers the other one?
Yes.
All right, EMA 911. Maggie, here she is. Can't hear her.
Maggie.
It's okay.
Yeah, you should hear that.
You need to unmute your
Good
computer.
morning, Commissioners. Here we go. This is for travel within the state of Ohio for EMA 911 for this year, estimated at $8,000, and it's non-general.
Thank you, Maggie. And recycling, Lou Vega?
Oh, I'll do
You
this.
do that?
Yes.
Okay.
This is travel for recycling, and this is for various conferences in Ohio and PA versus meetings and other association things they have to go to. It's for $3,500 and it's non-general.
Thank you, Richard. Bill, motion.
Motions for the approval of number 2, travels A through H.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes, agreements A through J, and we'll begin with convention visitors. Megan.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item A is an agreement with Ohio Travel Pavilion for the distribution of our 2025 travel guides at 11 different shows throughout some different states, including the Ohio State Fair. That's in the amount of $4,599.50, non-general. Item B is an agreement with CTM Media Group for distribution of our 2025 travel guides in the amount of $17,345. This is for distribution in Amish country, Akron, Canton, Cleveland hotels, and Northeast Ohio attractions. And then item C is an agreement with AdRack, also for the distribution of our 2025 travel guides in the amount of $3,480, and that's in the Toledo and Dayton interstates.
Very much. Data.
This is an agreement with our vendor TeleSolutions, Inc., and they provide professional services for our countywide Mitel voice and phone systems in the amount of $50,000 non-general.
Okay, thank you. EMA, Maggie?
Good morning, Commissioners. This is the agreement with AT&T for the 911 system. It is a continuance of the master agreement, and it is at a lesser cost, and it is non-general. And F is with Michael Baker for the GIS 911 for the CAD for 3 years, and it is also non-general.
Okay, thank you. Engineers, Rick?
Good morning, Commissioners. G is an agreement with ACA Engineering Professional Services for material testing in the amount of $49,999. H is an agreement with Professional Services Industries for material testing in the amount of $49,999, both non-general.
Okay. Sanitary.
Good morning,
Jill.
Commissioners. I is an agreement with Ferris Marketing for consulting services to update, revise, and produce the newsletter of pipelines in the estimated amount of $5,500 of non-general. And J is an agreement with the following for trash transportation, disposal of treatment plant facilities, and business offices for 3 years, and the estimated amounts of non-general being waste management, $17,322.60, and Republic Services for $3,135.
Okay, thank you. Agreements?
Motion for the approval of number 3 agreements.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Change orders for A, lead? Phil?
Commissioner, this is change order number 1 with American Pinnacle Construction for unforeseen items that has control. It's very well, okay. It's $3,259 non-general.
Thank you, sir. Motion change orders?
Motion for change orders, number 4, change orders A.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yeah.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Resolution?
Motion for the approval of number 1 resolution.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Moving on, resolutions A through H. Letter A, Commissioner Doherty.
Oh. Commissioners, this is a resolution approving the employment of outside counsel Squires, Patton and Bog LLP to assist with notes, bonds, issuance, and other legal issues in the amount not to exceed $156,066. This is the law firm that we consistently use with our bond issuance, and they've done a great job for the county.
Letter B, on B, Jen.
Morning again. B is a resolution to approve an MOU with Jackson Township for the use of TIP proceeds from the Leonard Parkway project. That's in the amount of $173,521.44. C is a resolution naming Chief Deputy William Capabianca as the substitute representative to the Board of Directors for the Austin Board with Mahoning County Joint Communication District. That's the COG. And D is a resolution to approve Art Consor as the county apiary inspector for the year 2025. So be our beekeeper inspection for the county.
I was out at the farm markets last year in Montana. This guy comes up and taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "I'm great." I said, "Really? I've been here 20 years. I've never met who you are." Real nice guy.
Last year was his first year.
Old guy. No, well, yeah. So the honey was good this year. Their last year, the bees were really pollinating, so that's a good sign. Okay, it's about as far as I know. And jobs and family, Audrey Morales.
Hey, good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Audrey, Nancy. Good morning, Jim. Fortunato, letter E. Job and Family Service Resolution approving the appointment of 1 adult protection worker for our department. Letter F, Job and Family Service Resolution approving the appointment of 1 investigator 2 for our department. Letter G, Job and Family Service Resolution approving the collective bargaining agreement with International Brotherhood of Teamsters Local 377 unit for the Child Support Division. This is effective January 1st, 2024.
Okay, thank you, Audrey.
Thank you.
And letter H. Go ahead.
24. Just 24.
This is a resolution approving the war obligation payment of $5,300 to college company for straight home repair work. And it's 8454 Columbia Canfield Road to proceed. Items that are needed.
Thank you.
Resolution, number 2, resolution 83H.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yeah.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes. Go to the order. Any electeds or department heads have anything to say? Comments, questions, concerns? Bob? Yeah. Oh,
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Right.
Harold, Gino?
Second. This is a meeting, this is the second meeting of the year so far. And, we are, I mean, I'm adamant about this, and I think the group is probably the same as I am about our buildings. I just have a few years left here, and I really want to see Mahoning County continue to move forward and not backward. I want to see the economic development that we've done before continue to move ahead as we have. And we have so many new things going on in Mahoning County. We have good boards, good board members, and they're moving that forward with our employees. We need to look seriously at having our meetings and to discuss things that we need to change building wise to move ahead of the game. I mean, sure, things might be well now, they might be okay in 3 or 4 months. When you look at what we have, we need to really start thinking about moving ahead. And I don't think any of us, I mean, I talk for myself, are not in favor of that. There's a lot going on, a lot of laws have changed, like even with the elections, different things that maybe new clerks might do with their title departments. It's just, we need to like be ahead of the game on that, so we could be ahead of it instead of behind the 8 ball. And I'm gonna be adamant about that as I was campus here. Because I think when we look at the future, 10 or 15 years down the road, when some of us aren't here anymore on board, we need to be aware that we did this, we created that. With the veterans union in Belmont, right? The whole campus of veterans. Down the road, there will be housing here for veterans. So I really feel that I think we can accomplish that. If we could sit in the same room, go over the plans and understand each other's opinions and be able to work through that. I think we're not always going to agree, like Gino told me. I'm not always going to agree with you. I says, okay, and I'm not always going to agree with you. It's fine. So that's okay. That's part of what we do. So, you know, I think that'll be something we need to sit and discuss. Now, we need to look ahead of the game, not behind. We can't fall behind the times. We can do it now financially. We can do it. We can talk about it. By the way.
Good.
Right by the window. Anthony wants me out of the building by the window.
I'm so used to it. Yeah, exactly. You can hear it now, right?
It's all even here. It goes.
But no.
Thank you.
Good. No problem. All right, Gino.
And we are gonna move ahead, and I would love to, we're gonna have a bunch of discussions. But my bottom line, from the day I wanted to run, because I wanted to have a regular guy, Joe Bag of Donuts on his board, making the decisions to move the county forward in all aspects of buildings, everything we do. That's what I want to do. And I don't see right now the need for us to rush into filling the Patriot Building, which we own. I'd love to see a plan for the whole administration or for the for Oak Hill. You know, we have to do something with everybody there. And until we have that, we're not solving the problem. I hate to be the guy not in the seat, driving by that building, seeing 20 cars in the parking lot, knowing we spent $7 million or $8 million on the building, and still have Oak Hill be in the problem that I know that it is. So I just want to have the discussion, but I want a complete plan for everything. I think that's the way to do it. That's the best way that if you would do that business, you wouldn't take 2 machines out and put them in the building. And we'll figure the rest out later. Trying to say that's just my perspective. And that's where I'm coming from. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna get along, we're gonna have discussions. And we will do. Yeah, do that.
You know, as we said, we're gonna look at everything, but you have to remember one thing too. There's a cost factor associated with everything we do. It is taxpayers' money. I want to make sure we get the best bang for our buck of whatever we do. I wish back in the day that I was in a position where I had the luxury to build a brand new county center. That's what I wanted to do, but the options were taken from me back in the day because the sales tax built twice and I had a $15 million deficit. And the Oak Hill Renaissance Center came available. And that's how we made it a one-stop shop. Are things perfect? No, things aren't perfect anywhere. We go to the Patriot Building, which we will be probably moving some people in there. You're gonna have to renovate it. It's not a new building, it's a newer building. But it's gonna need repairs and that, and we're gonna need a feasibility study and a cost after what all this is. And we do need a plan. You can't have 2 buildings that are half full. So we need to sit down and look at this and look at it. It's how much it's gonna cost. This isn't gonna happen overnight. This is gonna take a lot of planning. And there's gonna be bids that will have to be put out for construction and architectural designs and things that us 3 up here will have to decide to do. So I'll work with the board in any way. I didn't vote for the Patriot Building. But that doesn't mean I won't work along with the board if that's the will to make it work. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. And Anthony, appreciate all your hard work. That veterans building that they're renovating up there is gonna be beautiful. And that's wonderful. We're actually very excited. Yes. Sure, she's beautiful. She was impressed.
You can't beat Belmont out. I think that's section. And Joe Shadone is very excited about that. All cleaned up. He wants you to buy one more building.
Okay.
On the right side.
Just give me the directions. Tell us where to go.
I wanna be able to go.
Maybe you can go with the new building at the Oakville property. Who knows what's happening? Any other comments? No. Nancy, our next meeting?
It's next Thursday right here.
Okay, motion to adjourn. Roll call.
Commissioner Duffy. Commissioner Remedy Agati. Commissioner Trafficant.
Yeah, thank you.